Right.
That was our original language, right? But like you said, the Lord is like our color, right? Go ahead. You got Revelations? Let me get Revelation. Give me 1 and 14. Give me Numbers 1 and 18.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
And they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees.
You know what a pedigree is, brother? Pedigree would be your bloodline. That's why I asked you, what is your father? What would his nationality be?
Oh, he was black. Yeah.
Your dad would be a so-called black man, so-called African American, colored Negro, anything like that, right? But that's the names that they put on us.
Right.
That's not the name that the Lord gave us. And I asked you that because the brother's about to read, and you're going to explain why I asked you. Go ahead.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees.
So they declared their bloodline. So this is how you know where you come from, where your lineage comes from. Go ahead.
After their families,
right,
by the house of their father.
By the who?
By the house of their father.
By the house of their mother.
By the house of their father.
So it was declared, your pedigree is declared by the house of your father, right? Because you have two parents in order to come into this world, right? Yeah, the man and a woman have to get together, and then they make a child, right? But you are what your father is.
That's right.
So whatever your father's bloodline is, that's what his son is. So if a so-called black man gets with a Chinese woman, what would that child be?
Black and Chinese, so black.
He would just be black.
Right.
Because it's by the house of your father.
Oh, I got
that's
it. All
right.
Right? So if
So
a
if I'm
white man
Jamaican.
gets with a black woman, what would that child be?
White.
He would be
That's
white.
right.
He could look like
Yeah,
us
you're
though.
right. You're right. You're actually kind of
But
right.
he
You're
would
right,
be
you're right.
white because the seed is what determines, right? Because if I take an apple seed, right, and I go and I plant this apple seed in the dirt, say I plant it here in America, the tree's gonna grow. What is it gonna be? What kind of tree?
An apple tree.
It's not gonna be no orange apple tree, right? It's only gonna be an apple tree. That's how it works for people as well. Our seeds are the exact same way, right? So if I take my seed and I plant it into a Asian woman, God forbid, then what would the child be? He ain't gonna be black and Asian. He's just gonna be whatever the father is, right? That's it, right? So that's why I asked you, like, what is the seed of your father, right? So and you also told me that Christ was what? A so-called black man, right? He's a so-called black man, but let's get that proof out of the Bible, because the Bible tells you prove all things. So let's read it.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14.
Bring it out.
His head and his hair were white like wool.
Give me Revelation 1 and 1 so we know who we're talking about, bro.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 1.
Bring it out.
The revelation of Yahushua
Of who?
Mashiach. The revelation of Yahushua Mashiach.
Remember I told you we speak Hebrew?
Yeah.
In Hebrew, Christ's name is Yahushua HaMashiach.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yahushua HaMashiach would be your Lord and your Savior. Here in America, what is his name to you? Jesus Christ, right? Ain't that what they call him? But his name is Yahushua HaMashiach, right? Go ahead.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Now, question. Who's that? That's who?
That's fake Jesus.
That's fake
That's
Jesus.
right.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
In the hell.
Because the first thing that it said was his head and his hairs were what?
White like wool.
White like wool, right? He got white woolly
His
hair?
ass or no?
No.
And
Okay.
He don't got fire in his ass neither.
Why? Because they blue.
Yeah, it look more like water. than
Right.
fire.
You know why Christ's eyes were like a flame of fire? Were they on fire like he lit matches in his eyes and they walked around? Were they on fire like that? No. We're going to explain to you why it was like they were on fire, right? Genesis 49.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 12.
Read it out.
His eyes.
His what?
His eyes shall be red with wine.
With what?
With wine.
With what?
With wine.
That's why his eyes were like a flame of fire. If we drink too much, if we just drink, right, our people, what color do your eyes change? They go red. That's why they're like a flame of fire, huh? Right?
Teach,
Go
huh?
ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. As white as snow.
As white as what?
As white as snow.
So it's giving you a depiction of of Christ's hair, right? So the color would be white, and what would the texture be? What did he just say? It was like what? Like wool, right? Nappy, right? Cottony, right? Like Is his
Yeah,
hair
it's
like that?
Nah, that shit's straight.
No. So
Straight.
that's strike 2.
That
How
big-
many strikes before you out?
Usually 3, but when he won.
Man. So he got one more strike before he out, huh? Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right.
Verse 15. And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
Like unto fine brass.
Now, what color is fine brass, brother?
Right here.
Right.
That's
Unto fine brass. Now, are your feet the same color as the rest of your body? Or are your feet purple and the rest of your body brown?
That's weird.
Right. That's weird, right? Because that's what people say. Oh, he's all different colors. Christ is every color. He's all different colors. That's weird, man. Right? He walked this earth just like we did.
Right.
And people walked around with him. If he was all different colors, people would have shunned from him. Because that's weird. Right?
That did. That's
Go
really
ahead.
weird.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Now, if I take me some toast, I put it in my toaster and I leave it in there too long,
Burns.
it's going to be what color?
Black.
What color is Christ?
White.
He's a black man.
That's right.
That's
He's
it.
a black man.
That's right.
He's
I'm
a
still
black
looking at this.
man.
Right.
Right? Yahweh Shai is a black man. And he was not walking around with white people. He was walking around with his family members.
right.
He was walking around with who? His brethren, right? Wasn't Paul following after Christ? Right? Give me Jeremiah 14:2, right? Give me let me get Romans 9 and start from the top, right? 'Cause Paul was walking around with Christ, right? And we know that Christ is a so-called black man, right? We say so-called because the Lord didn't call us black. When I asked you what your father was, you told me he was American black, right? So what would the Lord call you? Right here.
I mean, Judah.
You would be Judah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's who you would be.
Didn't he betrayed?
Right? You've been betrayed,
Yes.
right? You have been betrayed. Right, Let right. Let me get
Hell yeah,
Hebrews
betrayed Jesus.
7 and
That's
14 real
what
quick,
he is
Salakia.
considered.
Let me get Hebrews 7 and 14 because Christ had to come from somewhere, right? He didn't just, bloop, here I am. No, but what tribe did Christ come from? So let's read it out the Bible.
Well, is it
Go ahead.
West Indy like Jamaican?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much. That sounds like.
go ahead.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14.
Right.
For it is evident.
It is what?
For it is evident.
Now, when we go to the court, what do they use against you? Right, so it's evident, right?
For it is evident that our Lord,
That our what?
That our Lord sprang out of the tribe of Judah.
He came out of Judah, huh? Christ is a Judite like you are. So that means that his blood is running through you. Because what did we start this conversation off with? What is your pedigree? What is your lineage? What is your line? The Lord's blood is in you, Ak. So that means that you're a royal person, man. That means that you're a special person. Give me Romans 9 and start from the top.
Sounds
Read
about
that.
right. That
Jeremiah
sounds
chapter
right.
14, verse 2.
Listen to this, Ak.
Judah mourning.
What?
Judah mourning.
Judah. The tribe of Judah is in mourning. Now, is mourning happiness? Or is it sad? Whenever a person dies, you mourn over them. So it's not a happy time, brother. So Judah is sad right now. Judah what?
Judah mourning.
Right?
And the gates thereof languish.
And the gates referring to our leaders. If it's something languishes, it means that it's diminishing. It's falling apart.
Right.
It's not there. Right? So our leaders languish. Every time we get one, what do they do to them? They kill them. Martin Luther King, what they do to him?
Killed him.
Malcolm X, what did they do to him?
Killed him.
Marcus Garvey, what did they do to him?
Killed him.
Nat Turner, what did they do to him? Every time. That's why our gates languish. Go ahead.
They are black.
What color is Judah?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black.
Unto the ground.
Right. Didn't the Lord make us out of dirt? That's why they're black unto the ground.
Oh, yeah,
We
that's
come
the
from the dirt, man. The Lord made us brown in color, right? And like I said, if Christ was a black man and he's walking around with his family members, which are Judah, right? Benjamin, Levi. If he walking around with them, don't they look like him?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, because it's telling you right there that Judah mourneth, and they're brown people. We're sad. Why? Because we get turmoil. When is the last time that we have had a fair chance anywhere?
No.
Exactly. Right? Bring that out.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 1.
Who's Paul talking to right here? You tell me. Go ahead.
I say the truth in Christ. I lie not.
I what?
I lie not.
Right?
My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost,
Right?
that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart.
So he's sad, he's sorry, he's hurting all the time, right? Go ahead.
For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ.
Right?
For my brethren.
For my who?
For my brethren.
For my who?
For my brethren.
Right?
My kinsmen,
Uh-huh.
according to the flesh.
According to the Spirit.
According to the flesh.
Right.
Who are Israelites?
Who are what?
Who are Israelites?
Who are what?
Who are Israelites? To whom pertaineth the adoption.
So who does the adoption pertain to? Israelites, right? Everybody on this side, right? That's why he said to my family, who are my brother, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, so that they pertain to the what? Adoption and what else?
The glory
And the glory of the Most High God. Go ahead.
and the covenant.
And the what?
And the covenant.
Covenants with an S. So old covenant and the new covenant that the Lord's going to give us. Go ahead.
And the giving of the law.
And the what?
And the giving of the law.
So the law was only given to the Israelites. Right? Go ahead.
And services.
And what?
And services.
Right.
Of God.
Right.
And the promises.
And the what?
And the promises.
So all this stuff was only given to the Israelites.
Right.
It wasn't given to everybody. Because who could be saved, brother?
It's only 12 tribes
Can
of Israel.
everybody in the world be saved?
No.
Only who?
Yeah, 12 tribes of Israel.
Only the,
Right,
that's right.
right,
Only the 12 tribes of Israel, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have a party, right?
I've
And,
never heard of a white Mexican. I ain't gonna
hey,
I'm like,
there ain't no
that's
such
some funny
thing,
shit. I never heard of that.
right?
Or-
But if you have a party, brother, right? You gonna invite everybody in the world, or you gonna invite who you know?
Who I know.
Right, right. That's what the Lord said to us, though. Let me get Joel. Let me get 2 and 27, right? Give me Amos 3 and 1, Baba Kashaf, right? Because the Lord said that this ain't a party for everybody, right?
It's the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
So the Lord's telling you that He's only with Israel. I'm in the midst. I'm in the middle of them. I'm there with you. Go ahead.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God.
And what?
I am the Lord your God.
What did the Lord say?
I am the Lord your God, and none else.
And what?
And none else.
And what?
And none else. And my people shall never be ashamed.
What the Lord just say, man? I'm in the midst of
12 tribes.
Israel, and I'm the Lord who?
12 tribes.
He said, your God. He said, read that again,
This is
brother.
the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God.
What?
I am the Lord your God, and none else.
The Lord said He only the God of the Israelites.
That's right.
Right? So what about the Moabites? Right?
I don't see him.
What about the Amorites?
I don't see him either.
What about the Edomites? What about the Hamites?
Stop playing.
What about the Canaanites?
No.
You don't see none of them, do you? Because the Lord said, I am your God and none else. That's why you don't see nobody else.
That's right.
I never
Because
even heard-
this is a very exclusive party.
That's right.
You want to know how exclusive it gets? Give me Revelation 21 and go to verse 12. Bring that out.
Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Hear this word of the Lord. Hear this word of the Lord has spoken. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Against who?
O children of Israel.
Oh, against who?
Oh, children of
And
Israel.
he's not talking to everybody. Who's the Lord talking to?
12
The
tribes.
children of Israel. That's
Oh,
right.
wow.
Go ahead.
Against the whole family,
Against the whole family.
which I brought from the land of Egypt,
Which-
saying, you only have I known.
What the Lord say?
You only have I
What the
known.
Lord say?
You only have I known.
Right?
Of all the families of the earth.
He said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity.
Right. So the Lord said, therefore I'm going to punish you. We are the children of God. Whenever we get punished, it's because our Father was upset for what we did.
That's right.
Right? You think somebody's dad is going to whoop somebody else's kid? Nah, you whoop your own children.
Right.
And that's what the Lord do to us. He whips his children, who are what? The 12 tribes of the children of Israel,
That's
man.
right.
Why the whites whip him?
Say it again.
Why did the whites not whip him?
Why'd they like whipping us? Because we didn't listen to the Most High God. We didn't do what the Lord told us, man.
Seems kind of demonic.
So the Lord used them against us. He used the lowest people on the face of the planet to put us into servitude, man. But that's all right, because we get next. Right? We get next. Give me Revelation.
Right.
Give me 13. Start at 9. Right?
I gotta read that.
Actually, give me Revelation 2:26. Right? Because you asked a good question. You said, why they whip us? Right? Right? They whipped us with this damn whip, right?
Make the chain.
But we gonna get to whip them too.
That's right.
But it ain't gonna be with no whip.
Uh-uh.
Give me 2:26, Pumpkin Shop.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 26.
Bring it out.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
But this is only for those that actually keep the works of the Lord. So you have to keep the commandments of the Most High God. So we have to endure unto the end. He said, he that overcometh and keep my works until the end, what?
To him will I give power over the nations.
I will give what?
I will give power over the
To
nations.
him, I'm going to give power over the nations. Go ahead.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
And he shall what?
And he
Rule them
with a rod of iron.
Right. And we going to rule them with a rod of iron. They had a whip. We get this rod of iron.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
as the vessels of the potter
Right.
shall they be broken.
As a vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers. Right? Go ahead.
To shivers, even as I received of my Father.
Right.
And I will give him the morning star.
That's it on that. But you hear that, brother? The way they whipped us with the whip. Give me Revelation 13:9, right? The way they whipped us with that doggone whip, man. We get to use a rod of iron on them.
Right.
If we keep our Father's commandments.
That's right.
We have to do what the Father says. He said, those that endure to the end, I'm going to give you power over these
This
nations.
is the Ten Commandments.
No, this is Revelation. This is the last book. Right? Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 9.
Bring it out.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
So you got ears. You can hear this, right?
He that leadeth into captivity.
Like you asked about the white man. Why they like whipping us? But they led us into captivity, right?
Yeah, but it's
They put us into captivity, right?
in a cage.
Give me Deuteronomy, give me 28, start at 15, right? Because I'm going to explain to you why we went into captivity, right? Because the Lord gave us an ultimatum. He said, if you keep my commandments, I will bless you. I'll put you on high. I'll put you above all the rest of the nations. But if you don't keep my commandments, then what? Well, let's find out. Bring that out, Doc.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken
You know what hearken means? It means to listen. If you won't listen, go ahead.
unto the voice of the Lord thy
If
God,
you don't listen to your Father, you don't listen to the Lord.
but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes,
Right.
which I command thee this day.
From then on, whenever Moses was telling us that we had to keep the commandments, we had to do it from then on. Go ahead.
That all these curses,
All these what?
That all these curses,
All these what?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, that's what happened. We got cursed. For
Right.
what? Not keeping the commandments of the Most High God.
That's
Right? We followed after other people. We decided, you know what? It's better off if we over there with them.
Right.
And we got punished for that.
That's right.
Think about this. I'm going to put it in real easy layman's terms. All right? Me and you kids, right? You got your dad at your house. I got my dad at my house, right? My dad tell me, make sure that you home when the street lights come on. Your dad don't tell you that. Your dad say go outside, play till whenever you feel like you're tired, and then bring your butt in the house.
Right.
Now, the street lights come on. I'm outside hanging out with you. And I'm like, dang, man, I'm having so much fun. I don't even feel like going in the house. I'm not listening to my dad, huh? He gonna whoop my behind when I get back to the house, ain't he? For not listening to him.
That was one of them kids.
And that's exactly what the Lord does to us, because we don't follow his commandments, man.
That's right.
And that's exactly what that would be. If your dad tell you come home when the street lights come on, that's a commandment.
Right.
Your dad is commanding you to bring your butt back to the house whenever what? Those street lights come on. The Lord told us that we have to do what? Love your brothers. Love your neighbor as yourself, right? He said, don't eat no pork, no shrimp, no crab, no lobster, right? These are commandments. Give me Leviticus 11 and 7.
Crazy.
My brother don't know these things.
Ah.
This is exactly why we out here, brother.
Bring it out.
Right? So that we can wake you up, so that you won't get the wrath of the Lord at the end. Right? So that you can be one of those that endure to the end, and you'll be able to put that rod of iron to the back of the so-called white man.
What religion is this?
This religion ain't no religion. This is your heritage.
That's right.
Right? Give me Psalms 119 and verse
I'm a
111.
little confused,
Baba
man.
Kasha.
I was
Don't-
following real well. Now I'm just confused.
But we're about to straighten all that confusion up real quick, right?
Con.
Psalms 119, 111. Baba Kasha.
Con, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 111.
Now,
And it reads, the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 111. Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage.
As a what?
As an heritage.
As a what?
As an
This
heritage.
is your heritage. There's no religion.
that's right.
These testimonies, these scripts, these Bible scriptures are your heritage.
That's right.
The laws, the statutes, and commandments can be found in this book of the law,
Right.
which is your what?
Heritage.
Right.
The testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever.
For how long?
Forever.
For how long?
Forever.
Right. These are your guidelines to living forever.
That's right. That's right.
And you're supposed to take them on forever. So there's no religion, but this is your heritage. This is what goes into your bloodline, into your pedigree. This is how you're supposed to live. This is how you're supposed to teach these other nations to live with that rod of iron. This is how you're supposed to live, brother. Bring that out.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7.
Because you look real confused when I said you ain't supposed to be eating no pig, man.
No, I don't really eat pork like that.
All right, good. Don't
I-
eat
but
pork at
I-
all.
I love
Not
shrimp,
like
though.
that, but don't eat. Look,
I'm a big seafood person.
What's pepperoni though?
It's pork.
It could be pork, but can you get pepperoni that's not pork?
I mean, now you
Of course you
Now you
can.
can.
So
Now
if you
can.
want to indulge in some pepperoni, make sure it's beef or it's turkey, not pork, right? Because the pig is a dirty, disgusting, nasty. Look, let's just read the Bible, man.
And the swine, though he devoured the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the
The
cud.
swine is the pig, but he cheweth not the cud. His stomach don't digest the food the same way that a clean animal does. Does a pig sweat? No. So that means that he don't let no dog go.
Ooh,
Man, the pig don't even sweat, man. So all them toxins stay in this pig, right? And what does a pig eat, brother?
They eat everything.
So if you eat the pig, you eat everything.
Right. That's right.
So if the pig eat his own feces, and then I'm about to have me a pork chop sandwich. You having a pork chop feces sandwich. All right?
Con. That's right.
That's nasty, man. That's why the Lord shunned us away from that, right?
Right.
But he didn't give this commandment to anybody else. He gave his commandments to who? The 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Who is the Lord in the midst of? The 12 tribes of Israel. Who did he give his commandments to? The 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
He is unclean to you.
The pork, the pig, the swine, he unclean to you. Go ahead.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
In the where?
All that are in the waters.
In the where?
All that are in the waters.
Because you said you're a big seafood person, right? All right, but there's some things that you can't eat and some things that you are forbidden to eat.
Right.
So since you are a big seafood person, take heed to this right now, brother. Write it down in your heart what you can and can't eat out of these waters since you deal with seafood so much. Go ahead.
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
What can my brother eat?
Whatsoever
have fins and scales.
In the waters, in the seas, in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Them show you what?
Them shall ye eat.
You're allowed to eat what? That's in the waters.
Cream,
Anything that has what?
scales.
That's
Fins
right.
and scales.
That's right.
Right? So can you eat whiting? Yes, you can. It has fins and scales.
I never heard of that.
Can you eat perch?
Yeah,
Has fins and scales. Can you eat catfish?
yeah. That's,
No, you can't.
Why not? Oh, yeah, they don't have.
Because
fins
they
and
don't.
scales.
They ain't got fins and scales.
It's kinda
They
like-
got fins, but they don't have scales. So you can't eat no catfish. That's basically a water pig.
That's right.
It's a dirty animal. They eat everything, man. You got a question, brother?
So I want to know, like, Out of all the information that you guys could be, you know what I'm saying, giving out, how
Right.
come you just talking about, I mean, not just talking about, like, just the food, but specifically.
Oh, because the brother had a question about it, right?
My bad.
So,
Oh,
no, you just happened to come in the midst of speech, that's all.
Huh?
But he asked about the food, you know what I mean?
Understood.
Our conversation veered over to the food, letting him know that you're a royal people, right?
Okay.
And we're going to find out if the same thing applies to you. So, what would the bloodline nationality seed
Thanks for
of
the
your
word,
father
brother.
be? No,
I guess
don't
my
leave
point.
yet, brother. Don't
Yeah.
leave yet. Don't leave. It ain't time to leave yet. Nah, you just now getting this food. I see you want that hot dog over there, but brother, step back. Step back. Eat your hot dog, but don't leave, brother. Cause you gonna get that physical food, but you still get the spiritual food, brother. All praise to the Most High, right?
But can you ask me the question again?
Yeah. So the nationality. What would your father's nationality be? What would they
My
call
father's
him?
nationality?
Your father. Your physical dad that made you
Oh, okay, African American. Yeah.
African American, right?
sir.
Now, could we actually be African and American
No.
at the same time?
No, you cannot.
So somebody put that on you, huh?
Yes,
Right?
we did.
They called us American blacks,
Yep.
Negro, color, right? They gave us all these. How come don't nobody else's name change?
Damn, bro.
That's your bus.
Yes, sir.
Man, come back to us, man. You gotta come back and see us, Ak.
Yeah, because I be trying to get to hear about different religions and
Right.
everything, so
But this is your heritage. It ain't even no religion. This is your heritage, brother. This is actually what you need.
That's right.
All right, brother. Come back and see us, though, man. Lord willing, we'll be out here next week around the same time, brother. Come on, all praise to the Most High, man. Brother, you can eat your hot dog. Man, eat your hot dog, man. I ain't gonna make you just starve or nothing, man. But I'm still gonna bring this word out, right? I'm still gonna teach, right? I'm still gonna let you know that you are a royal person, that you're one of the greatest people on the face of the earth, and that you should be seeking the Lord right now.
That's right.
That's what you're supposed to be doing, right? That's what you're supposed to be doing. The Lord will feed you to where you won't ever be hungry again if you seek the Lord. Give me Isaiah 55 and verse 6, right? Say it again. Isaiah, all praise to the Most High. Come on, that's a royal name. Mighty, Ak. Let me get Isaiah 55 and 6. Give me Luke 14:23, Baba Kasha.
It's the book of Isaiah, to the 55 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Seek ye the Lord while ye may be found.
What the Lord say?
Seek ye the Lord while ye may be found.
What the Lord say?
Seek ye the Lord while ye may be
That's
found.
right. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, because there might be one day where he ain't found no more.
Right.
Why? Because he might not be taking in his children anymore. Right? There's a cutoff date. The Lord ain't saying this for nothing. He said, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. So he's letting you know that one day you ain't going to be able to find the Lord.
Right.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Read that again from the top. Right?
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Right?
Call upon him while he is near.
Do what?
Call upon him while he is near.
Right. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Right?
Let the wicked forsake his way.
Like what?
Let the wicked forsake his way.
So that means us. If we're in sin, if we're not doing the commandments, if we're not following after the Lord, forsake that. Get away from that. Get the hints from your sins.
Right.
Go away from wickedness.
Right.
Said, let the wicked forsake their ways. Go ahead.
And the unrighteous
And the
man,
what?
and the unrighteous man, his thoughts.
And let the unrighteous man get rid of those wicked thoughts. Thinking, man, you know what?
There we go.
I don't care about the Sabbath day. Man, I'm still going to eat some pork. Right? Let that unrighteous man get rid of them thoughts. Right? Go ahead.
And let him return unto the Lord.
And what?
And let him return unto the Lord.
And let us return unto the Lord.
That's right.
Because we were a mighty, strong people.
That's right.
Right? Whenever we were under the Lord. Let us be that again.
That's right.
Right? We pray that our people come back to that. That we are strong people under the Lord again. And we forsake our wicked ways. We get rid of that unrighteousness. We stop following after these other nations. We get that rod of iron in our hand and we teach these nations about our heritage that we relearn.
Right.
Right? That's what we need to do. That's what time it is. Let me get Second Esdras. You got the apartment for Second Esdras 15, start at verse 1. Bring that out.
Luke chapter 14, verse 23.
You know what? Oh, you alright, Doc. At least you ain't dropped your food. Bring it out, Doc.
Luke chapter 14, verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant.
And the what?
And the Lord said unto the servant.
What did Yahushua
And the
say?
Lord said unto the servant, go out to the highways and hedges.
Do what?
Go out to the highways and hedges hedges.
Now he said, go out to the highways and hedges. Where that at? It's right where you are.
And compel them to
Hold
come
on,
in.
It's right where you are.
There's no edge.
The highways are inside or outside?
Oh,
Highways are outside. He said, go out to the highways and the hedges. Where are the hedges at? They outside. People have hedges in the front of their house. The bushes, right? The highways is outside where you drive. Highways and the hedges. The Lord said, go out to the highways and the hedges. That's why we out here.
Right.
That's why we're not in the building.
Right.
That's why we're not inside of the church.
Right.
Because the Lord said to go out to the highways and the hedges. Go ahead.
And compel
And
them.
what?
And compel
And
them.
what?
And
And
compel
If
them.
I compel you to do something, what am I doing?
it's popular?
I'm getting you to do it.
Oh.
I am compelling you. I'm showing you stuff that you've never seen before, that you've never heard before, but it's intriguing unto you. I'm intriguing you to come in, right? I'm compelling you to come in and what?
To come in, that my house may be filled.
And the Lord said, compel them to come in, that my house can be filled. With who? The 12 tribes of the children of Israel. That's why you got stopped. Because you are from the seed of Judah. That's why you got stopped.
That's right.
That's why we're compelling you to come in.
Right.
That's why we're compelling you not to sin.
Right.
That's why we're letting you know the stuff that you might not have known
That's right.
is bad to the Lord.
I didn't know you seafood was that bad.
Right, but not all seafood. What about shrimp? They got fins and scales? They ain't got no fins or scales,
They don't
Doc.
got it.
So guess what? Even though it's a delicacy on us, you cannot eat shrimp. Right? What about crab? People love crab. Take that butter sauce, put it all over it, right?
Right.
Take that bread that you get at Red Lobster, right?
Uh-huh.
Get that and wrap it up in your crab and just eat a whole crab sandwich, right? Because it's delicious. Are you allowed to do that? No! Because it is an abomination unto the Lord, man.
right,
It's
right.
wickedness. And it's something that you should never even want to cross your mind anymore. That's why the Lord said, get rid of those unrighteous thoughts out of your mind. You don't want to think like that no more. Come on, man. The lobster, right? It's a red lobster. He wasn't red at first till y'all stuck him in that doggone steam pot. Killed him, turned him red.
Well,
He was brown and he was up down there cleaning up our waters so that they would stay clear.
Right.
Now the waters is blue. Why? Because y'all done got all the red lobsters. Y'all done...
hey, you better make
Right,
something.
right, man. The lobster
He
cleans
might
up
have said something.
the lobster clean up the ocean.
Right.
He clean up the rivers.
Right.
They clean up the doggone bottom. They're bottom feeders.
Right.
They eat all the species that are in there.
Right.
And then if you eat them, then what? You eating doo-doo crab. You eating doo-doo lobster. But if you leave him in there, then all your fish that have fins and scales are clean. Why? Because the water's being clean that they live in. Right? And then you consume this fish, it keeps you healthy and strong. You ain't sick. Because you ain't getting out of no sick, dirty, nasty, brown, fishy, infested water. And this is why the Lord brought us out here to teach y'all this, man. Right? Because we were the same way. We didn't know before. We was walking around in darkness, blind, groping at noonday, not knowing our left from our right, not knowing up from down, not knowing that we're not supposed to be with the other nations. We was thinking that it was all cool.
Right.
But the Lord said, I gave y'all 12 tribes to choose from.
Right.
Get you a woman from your own father's stock.
That's right.
Right? Give me 2nd Esdras 9 and 1. Bring that all out.
It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people.
Why we out here?
Speak in the ears of my people.
Why we out here?
Speak in the ears of my people. The words of prophecy.
The what?
The words of prophecy.
Right.
Which I will put in thy mouth.
Which I will what?
Which I will put in thy mouth.
And how we get these words in our mouth, brother?
Saith the Lord.
You think I came out here and studied first like, oh man, I already know what I'm about to say. I'm gonna write all this down. I'm about to say exactly what I wrote down. Nah. Where we get the words from? What is he holding? He's holding the Apocrypha. He's holding the Bible. He's holding the book of the law.
That's right.
That's where we get the words of the Lord from. Right, because the word apocrypha means hidden books.
That's right.
The word literally means hidden books. The word apocrypha, hidden books. Now, they're not hidden to us anymore. We're coming back to our heritage and we're actually reading our books.
That's right.
Right.
Right?
This
Right.
makes
This is
a lot of sense.
exactly.
This
It
makes
makes
a
a lot
lot
of
of sense
sense.
now. Yeah, it really
Right.
does.
Because the Lord only deals with Israel, so they're the ones that can't eat all that abominable seafood. What about a so-called white man? Can he have a crab sandwich? All day long he can.
Right.
He can eat all the feces and the crab, and he don't even have to have the crab. He can just eat the feces if he wants to. They can do whatever they want. I mean, they're the most disgusting people on the earth. Of course they gonna do that. And I'm not just saying it just to say it. I'm saying it because it's in the book.
Right. That's right.
Did you know that?
Oh, yo.
Let me get
Yes, I
Hebrews
got it.
12 and 16, Baba Kashan. Right?
What?
Yes. They're the most disgusting people on the face of the planet, man. Right?
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 16.
Yeah.
Let there be any fornicator.
Right? Now, what's a fornicator? Person that just be trying to have sex anytime, anywhere, with anything. Right? Lest there be any fornicator. Go ahead.
Let there be any fornicator
Right.
or profane person
Or profane person, meaning disgusting, nasty, just yuck yuck. Right?
as Esau.
As who?
As Esau.
You know who Esau is? Let's find out who Esau is, brother, because if we take you down this road, we don't want you to just be like, oh, okay, Esau. Nah, let's find out who Esau is.
Right.
Give me Genesis. Let me get 25, start at 23, Baba Kashan. Right? Because, like you said, it makes sense. But if we don't give you context, it can't make sense. So let's give you context so that this all adds up together, right?
Right.
So let's make it make sense, right?
Genesis chapter 25 and verse 23.
Bring it out.
And the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
To what?
2 nations are in thy womb.
So the Lord's talking to Rebecca, right? And this is Isaac's wife, right? He said, 2 nations are in your womb, right? 2 nations, meaning 2 separate kind of people, right? Go ahead.
And 2 manner of people.
And what?
And 2 manner of
2
people
separate nations, 2 separate different kind of people. Go ahead.
shall be separated.
Shall be what?
shall be separated.
Shall be what?
Shall be separated.
from thy bowels.
They shall be separated. So the Lord has never made it to where we're supposed to be all together and sing Kumbaya with all the different nations.
Right.
2 separate nations, the Lord said, are in your womb. Right? Go ahead.
2 manner of people.
2
shall
what?
Be, 2 manner of
2
people.
manner of people. Go ahead.
Shall be separated from thy bowels.
Right.
And the one people.
And the what?
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
So the one people is going to be stronger than the other. 2 nations of people are in here, right? From these 2 children are going to be born nations of people. One of them is going to be stronger than the other.